Hey everyone, welcome back to another pop-up interview on Data Movers, our video series and podcast where lately we have been traveling the world and interviewing the visionaries and innovators in the digital infrastructure industry. So this week we are at PTC'DC in Washington, D.C., here for 2 amazing days of networking and educational panels. And one of the speakers at the event is Will Smales, who is Chief Investment Officer and Partner at Morrison. So thank you for joining us. And for just to kind of get into it a little bit, could you talk about how you ended up in the digital infrastructure industry?
Sure. So Morrison is an infrastructure investor, and you won't be surprised to know that today digital infrastructure is a big part of infrastructure globally. So personally, I've been investing in digital for nearly 20 years. The interesting thing is at the beginning of the 20 years, it wasn't called infrastructure, and now it very much is.
Oh, very interesting. 20 years, that's incredible. And so what would you say, because I know we're talking about a lot of challenges in the industry at this conference this week, what would you say is the top challenge in the industry right now?
The top challenge is the pace and scale of the investment required. Typically, from an infrastructure investment perspective, the scale can be large, but often it's done over many, many years, sometimes decades, if you're building a port, an airport, so very traditional infrastructure. The pace of infrastructure investment and development right now in data centers, for example, is measured by the month, not by the decade. And that's a huge change that investors are going to have to get their heads around.
Yeah, measured by the month, not by the decade. And what is your number one piece of advice for new folks coming into the industry right now?
Just always remembering that all the participants in the industry are not created equal. There will be winners and losers. At the moment, because the tide is rising and there's incredible demand, it feels like that everybody can do a great job. We've got to think about the world where there's more equal balance between supply and demand, and there you really want to be invested, you really want to be associated with some of the best businesses. So you need to find those.
Yeah, absolutely. Find the diamonds in the rough, right? And last question, what is your one word that you would use to describe digital infrastructure right now, the industry?
Foundation.
Ooh, I
It
love that.
underpins society's well-being, prosperity for the decades to come.
Incredible. I love that word. Nobody's used that one yet. So points to you for something original too. Well, thank you so much, Will, for joining us on Data Movers here at PTC'DC, and good luck in your panel, and happy networking to everyone at home.
Thank you.